I'm going to put this in present mode and make sure it changes for you guys. Did it change for you guys? Is it full screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so this is just a little bit of information about Canva for educators. There's a lot of really exciting things that I'll share in this presentation. As you can see, I created this presentation on a Canva template, so that's pretty exciting to know that they already have pre-made templates for us. I'm going to go ahead and take a look. So that's me. April, my Keith retired from football coaching. Yes, Monday. So anyway, we're excited for what the future holds. So I'm the math coach here at Region 9, and I was asked to present some information on Canva. As always, we have our norms. I'll let you read through those quickly. They're pretty universal for anytime we use, anytime we present for Region 9. So, all right. Okay, so our goals for today, what is Canva? For some people may know what Canva is, some people may know a little bit about Canva, some people may know a lot about Canva, some people probably know a lot more about Canva than I do. So our goals is to talk about what Canva is, also talk about the free account, how to navigate, and then go over some template elements and uploads, and then try it ourselves. So Tessa, you've done Canva, haven't you, before?
Yes, I've used Canva for a couple of presentations. I'm excited to learn what you know, because everyone's like, you need to talk to Jennifer about all the features she knows. So I'm excited to learn more about it because I'll run into little hiccups and I'm like, what do I do here? So
perfect. All right. Looks like we had someone join us. So let me see. Let's see who joined us. Hi, can you hear us?
Yes, I sure can.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so we had just started, so I'll just go back real quickly. So this is a TechBits Canva for educators. As you can see, I actually created this presentation on presentation mode for Canva. I used a template that they have. They have so many templates. So have you ever used Canva before?
Yes, just twice to make like a couple flyers. So I've just messed with it, but I don't know very much.
Okay, perfect. All right. It's good to know what we know and what we need more information on. Okay, so my name is Jennifer Johnson. I'm the math coach here at Region 9. I currently work at 2 districts. I work for Carrizozo Schools and Cloudcroft Schools. And so I am excited to be able to share a little bit more with you about Canva. As always, these are the norms that we use for Region 9. And so I'm sure you've seen these before if you've ever been on with anything with Region 9. Pretty self-explanatory. All right, so the goals, again, what is Canva? Free account, how to navigate, template, elements, uploads, try it ourselves. Anybody have any questions so far? All right, I take silence as no questions. All right, so who created Canva and what is Canva? So Melanie Perkins is the CEO and co-founder of Canva. She created this in 2012. Canva is a web-based online graphic design studio. The Canva platform simplifies designing and helps you create amazing things such as lesson plans, videos, PowerPoints, and much more. So I have this quick little video we're going to watch. Hopefully I hyperlinked it correctly. Yes. Let me know if you can't hear
Stay
it.
at a verbal, the host doesn't stay with you. Because without privacy, your vacation home.
Welcome to EdTech Explained, the video series which will share.
Can you guys hear that? Were you able to hear it? April, were you guys able to hear it when I had it
Powerful
playing?
educational technology tool.
Yes, ma'am.
You can use
Okay.
in your classroom in just a few minutes. Today I'll explain how Canva for Education can help you and your students design anything.
This is just a brief overview. I wanted you to kind of see.
Canva is an online design software created by Australian entrepreneur Melanie Perkins in 2012. The big idea behind Canva is to allow anyone to create high-quality graphic designs, including posters, documents, presentations, social media posts. This is done through Canva's easy-to-use design interface, as well as making thousands of professional templates available to users, which can easily be modified. Now, as Canva grew in popularity over the years, it slowly began to launch different products on this platform, including Canva for Education in 2019, which provides a version of their paid service to any active educator for free. More on that in a minute. After logging into Canva, you'll see many design options, everything from videos, presentation, animated GIFs, resumes, report covers, stickers, and so much more. There's even specific education content such as online whiteboard templates and worksheets. Once you find a template that you like, you can easily modify it. Canva doesn't really lock you into templates, so you can change just about everything. The tools available are very user-friendly as well. You don't need any experience to design with Canva. While the templates are great, one of the things that I really like about Canva is the wide array of media that's available to use. For example, searching the term mountains is going to generate results for photos, graphics, images, and much more. You'll even notice items available specifically for Canva for Education users as well. You can use these media elements as well as the features of Canva in so many different ways. Of course, you can easily upload your own content as well. Now, depending on the project that you choose, you can also share your work directly as a URL or choose from one of the many file types to download. There's even a live presentation mode where your audience can follow along on their device in real time. You can even co-author a project in real time using Canva's collaboration features. These are just a few of the features available in Canva, but trust me, there are so many other educational uses. Here's a few ideas on the screen. Typically, Canva is a freemium service, meaning the basic service is free, but to access more options, you need to purchase a subscription. Fortunately for teachers, there's Canva for Education, a special version with many pro features available. The service is 100% free, but teachers will need to verify their teaching credentials to get access. And if you are eligible, not only does Canva for Education give you access as a teacher, but it will also provide your students with access to all the same features. You can create a number of different classes and invite students to create their own design with parental permission, of course. How cool would it be to have 4 or 5 students all authoring the design at the same exact time? And as a teacher, you'll be able to review everyone's work and account. So between the amazing design options available for teachers and students, I think Canva is definitely a program that you'll want to explore. There's so many different types of media that you can create, user-friendly, and the end product looks way more professional than other programs that you might use, like Google Drawings or even Adobe Spark. So if you're interested in designing or creating visual materials for your classroom, I would definitely recommend checking out Canva for Education. So that's it. Let me know your thoughts on Canva for Education. Leave a comment below. And if you like these videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel.
All right, so let me go back to my Canva classroom. All right, so we're kind of we'll go over a few of those items today. Anybody have any questions yet? All right. That was just kind of a brief overview for anyone. All right, so I wanted to talk briefly about how to get who and how to get your free access, who can get it and how to get it. So Canva Pro is free to any and all K through 12 educators. So currently right now, if you are like pre-K or homeschooling or college or any of those type of educators, that this is not available to them, but it is available free to all K-12 educators. Validation is simple. You can, if you go, so if you want the free access, you go to sign up at, so it's canva.com/edu-signup, and you will just follow their prompts and put in your information, and you will have access to a free account. And here in a second, we're going to go to my account. My account is not a free account. I did not realize, well, I currently work for a co-op, so I probably wouldn't be able to get the free account anyway. So I pay for an account. So mine is a pro account. So my account will look a little different than when you log into a free education for educators account. Okay. Anybody have any questions? And make sure and tell people and really get the word out that there is that free account. I currently pay $12.90, I think it's like $12.99 a month for my account, which I deem totally worth it. There has been many a nights as an educator, I have stayed up trying to manipulate forms and trying to create, I mean, so many items for my classroom. And this, with this tool, it makes me feel like I am a graphic designer. So it's pretty awesome. So I'm here in just a second. I'm going to click on this and we're going to jump into my Canva account. And I'm just going to kind of navigate and show you some things that I find very important and are very helpful. So if there's, please chime in if you have any other questions or want to venture and try go somewhere else. I will tell you that I have not tried every aspect to Canva. I'm not sure there is anybody out there other than people that actually work for Canva that could probably say that. That just implies that there is so much to Canva. I mean, it's pretty spectacular. So, all right, so we are currently looking at my account, okay? So I have the pro. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. Can you guys see my cursor? April, can you guys see where I'm at? Over here?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Sometimes when I transfer and switch things, it doesn't always the share screen doesn't follow. So that's why I just always stop to make sure that it's followed. So I have the pro account. Like I said, your account will look a little different. Up here, this is just kind of some design spotlights. If you have a business, which that's part of the reason too why I did the pro account. I have a side business that I create tons of things for. As you can see here, this is this education section. You can go in and it talks, if we click here, it will just take you to places for teachers. Again, get verified. You can also, if some schools have received like a school account, all right. We'll go back. So what will you design today? So there's a couple of places that you can go to help you find areas to design for your designing. Real quick, you can come up here and you can go to create a design up here by my, at the very top of my screen. And it gives me all these different suggested things, okay? So I can actually do a whiteboard. So like if you're gonna go in live mode and you want to use this for your students, if like you're having to do a virtual session and you want to be able to do like for math, for instance, you want to go in and be able to show some math equations and things like that, and you want to be able to use the whiteboard mode, then you can do that. So this, if we, oh, sorry, I'm currently at Cloudcroft, so their bell to start school is starting, so sorry about that. I am going to, so the presentation mode, this is what I am in right now as far as the PowerPoint presentation that I created. So we'll go there here in a minute. Then you can create documents, there's flyers. I think one of our participants today talked about creating some flyers or things like that. You can do business cards, logos, cards. I mean, it's kind of overwhelming. I don't know if you've ever been on social media and seen some of the spectacular things that some of those social media put on there. I've looked at them before and I'm like, how do they create such amazing things? Well, this is partly where they're creating those things. So you can do social media stuff, things like that. All right, so then you have here, you can go to, if I hit presentation mode here, the cool thing that I like so much about Canva is not only do they give you a blank slate, like if you want to start from scratch, but it also gives you templates, okay? So if you look here, here are some presentation templates that are someone's already created. So I'm just going to go in really quick and I'm going to just click on one of these and I'm going to show you what happens when you click on one of these. Does anyone have any questions before I start doing that? We have a chat. Let's see.
I'm good, Jennifer.
Okay, so you come here, there's the presentations, you have the talking presentations, there's different types. I will tell you, I have not gone into all of these types of presentations. Oops, it went back to that. Sorry, guys. All right, so we're just going to click on presentations and we will just pick one and I'm going to show you how simple it is to manipulate it. So we're just going to pick this very first one. So this now takes us to, this is your actually design studio. So this is where we're at. And as you can see, this particular template has 11 pages to it. So right now I'm on the first page here. The cool thing about this is like if I click here, I can delete this. Let's say, of course I'm using someone's template. I don't want that. So I can click that, okay? And it will take that away, okay? If I don't want this, I can click it. And just like with anything, here's a delete button. Let's say that there is something I want to duplicate, like let's say this here. So all the pieces, the cool thing about it, as you can see, as I'm clicking here, all these pieces someone has brought in, including the background, okay? I'm trying to think. So let's say this little squirrely thing here, I want to duplicate. This is a delete button that will take it away, okay? So if I click that, that takes it away. If I come up here, I'm going to go up to here. Just with anything like on a computer, you can undo that. So let's say I mistakenly took that away. I'm going to click that again and it puts it back. Okay. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to show you what this duplicate button does. So let's say I really like this and I like how it's jazzing up my presentation. So I'm just going to create a few of those and I'm just going to drag them, all over. If I want a few more paper clips, okay, I can do the same. Hopefully, let's see, why isn't it giving me that? Sorry, guys. It's allowing me to trash it, but so I'm going to come back up here. You have to also notice, so for instance, right now, whatever the purple outlining is outlining, that's where you're designing at. So right now, if I hit delete here, it's going to take that background away. Okay, so I'm going to reapply it because I like that background. So that's kind of that's how I got started doing this. I just started playing around with stuff and figuring out, hey, okay, that's cool. So I can, let's say I want to, so over here, sorry. Over here, we have a thing called elements, and they briefly talked about that in the presentation, the little video I sent you guys. So it says search anything. Oh, I'm going to pause for just 1 second. Sorry. So if you come over here, you have your templates. So this just takes me back to the template. So the cool thing about the different presentation for like PowerPoints, some of them might have 4 slides. Some of them may have, like this one has 11 slides. I've seen some with like 20 slides. You don't have to use all of these slides by any means. You can see down here, this is my design studio down here. This is what I'm designing. So right now, currently, I only have 1 page, okay? So if I click here, it's going to this, and it's going to, I'm gonna hit this plus button, and it's gonna add that to my design. Well, should be adding that to my design. Oh, actually, it just changed it. Hold on just a second. I have to click this, add a page, and I'm gonna click here. Okay, so now it just added the 2nd page. The other cool thing about this is if I just want to have 3 pages and I really like the setup that this person has done, again, as with anything, you can start with a blank slate. Okay, you can have a blank slate. You don't have to. But in my mind, work smarter, not harder. There are thousands that are already created. So a lot of times I just find one that I really like or kind of speaks to me. They have certain sections for education. I think there's like 1,500 just designed for education that someone's already designed and put out there for us. Okay. So again, you can do, this one is a picture, so you can upload. So let me come over here to the elements really quickly. So let's say that I want to put in snow. I just drove through the snow. And so I can add this element. So I can come over here and it's going to add snow to my screen here. Okay. So if I didn't like that snow, I can go back. Another cool thing, if you see up here, if you really like, let's say this picture here, notice this is a pro image. So I can put this in, and let's say I really like this, this picture, or this is actually a short clip. I can click these 3 buttons up here. And I actually just learned this and preparing for this. So if you click this button here, it says show, it shows us like environment. This is what we're looking at. So we can add it to a folder. What that does is it keeps those things that I really like. It keeps them somewhere where I can have access to them. Okay. So, let's say if we want to go to graphics, if you want more of just like the graphics, you can click here. It can add snow, some more snowflakes. You can, if I hit this and I want to see more like that, it's like I like this style of snowflakes, I can go and it's going to show me more of those. Okay. Again, the cool thing is, another cool thing is, let's say you don't want blue. Let's say more of your presentation style is going to be a different color. So I can come up here and now I have a color palette. Okay. You can also type in, like, let's say you want hot pink stuff. So it's going to give me more of a pink palette. Okay. So I can change it to pink. Notice in this case, there's 3 boxes. So you have to, kind of pick and choose. So what it's doing is it's creating different colors for all of those for us. Okay. And then I can go, if I don't like that, I can just go back. Okay. I can also come over here to uploads. The cool thing about uploads is this is where you can upload files that you have, either photos. As you can see, I've uploaded, I'm fixing to do a PLC here in Cloudcraft. And so I have a poster and I had to create a presentation for that. And so I needed to upload that. So I did that. Pretty cool. So if I want to upload a file, you just click upload files and like you can go to your images or anything like that. I created a PowerPoint presentation for kindergarten because I go into several different classrooms and I was doing some visual spatial things with them. And so I went in and created, we played with red solo cups and the kids had to create items, but it was easy because I uploaded the images I needed. And then I was able to create that presentation. So here you go to text. And of course, there are already some cool text. Let's say I really like this one. You don't have to have it say huge sale. If you just like the structure of the text box, you can actually change it. So if I wanted to put my name, the cool thing too is you can, if you want to make sure it fits on one line, you can stretch it, move it, all kinds of stuff. Okay. Go again, we can take that out and delete it. We didn't like it anymore, so we can remove it. Here's the projects. So these are some of my past projects that I've done. Again, this is a PowerPoint that I'm doing today for Cloudcraft schools. And again, I was able to just manipulate. Again, with these elements, let's say you're like you messed around with it and you didn't really like it. You just hit the whatever that is and I can delete it. So again, just make sure it's surrounded by the purple and whatever is surrounded by the purple is deleted. Let's say I want this over here. I want this down here, anything like that, you can move around. Now I'm going to go back to my home real quick too. I use backgrounds a lot. This is really cool. So like, let's say that you want something really snazzy. And so you just really have to play around with it. So I can change my backgrounds. You can search backgrounds. Again, if I want up here, this button is really important because again, you can view more by Canva Studio. So if you want glitter, you can type in, any of those kind of things. The cool thing too is this is kind of like a Google, when you're in your Google Drive, it saves everything. So I'm going to take you back to my home. And if in the event that it won't save, it's going to send you a little red message up at the top and it says, like if it's unstable, let's say your internet is unstable and it's not able to save your work, it's going to do this little message at the top that's usually in yellow and it's like, hold on, unable to save. So like if you have something really important, you might not want to click out of it at that time. So then I can go back to home here, which I need to do. You can create folders to save all your, my projects. You can create folders up here. Like if I have things for just if I want to save things that I'm doing for math night, or if I want to save things, I can create folders. Okay. And then always you can go back, hit the Canva button to go back. I also, so let's see. So like I was trying to, I started this one too. I was messing around with this one, and I was trying to do this one. I was like, yeah, I'm not really sure I like this one. So again, it saves everything, okay? So I just played around with this one and I started it. And so I can delete it if I want, but I've just kept it because I may go back to it. Now, if I want to be able to go back and see those templates for this one, I just click on it and it's going to take me add a new page. And it's like, yep, sure, I want to add a new page. So there's just so much to it. Now, I want to take you to something that April and I were talking about earlier. So this presentation mode, last year I was able to do a Tech Bits information on the Loom. And that is where you can actually have a video recording of your screen and share with your students a video. So this presentation mode, again, I can do that with this. So I can go in and let's just say I want to Google a PowerPoint. And that's another feature that you can do. If you want to Google, if you want to just put in the search engine and look up things. So again, if I want to create a blank presentation, they always give you that option. Like art class for kids. Let's say I want to do this. Okay, so let's say that this is, so I'm going to start playing around with this. So let's just say I'm going to, I want to present and record. So this is kind of like the Loom that I did last year. In fact, I think it's very similar. So you can create things, and the purpose being what I could see teachers using this for. Let's say you have a homework assignment and the kids all have their Chromebooks and you want to send it home. The cool thing about this is your differentiated students, they can pause the video. So like if you're explaining things. So I found this to be a really cool feature. So I'm going to hit present and record. Oh, this is really important too. Link sharing restricted. You've got to make sure when you want to share a design, you've got to make sure that you, like, especially as a teacher, you want to hit anyone with the link. Okay. So that way, your students, when they're at home, if they have the link, they can do it. If you don't hit anyone with the link, only you can access it. Okay. So if we hit present, and record, what it's going to do is you can see it takes me to this recording studio, and it's cool. This is exactly what Loom did for us. What I like about this is it's kind of all tied to Canva. So right now it's my camera and everything's all set up, and my microphone is set up so I can start recording. Again, it gives me a countdown. And as you can see, I'm over here in the corner. So if I wanted to talk to the kids about this, it records it. It records all of everything that I'm saying. If I want to highlight something in my presentation, if you want to go live mode, any of those things. Okay. Then it goes, you can pause it, say some, while you're recording, you need to pause. Then you can resume. Let's say you don't really like the recording. You can cancel and discard, okay? So right now it's uploading my recording, but let's say I didn't like it. So I'm just gonna cancel and discard. It's gonna say, are you sure you wanna discard it? And we're gonna hit okay, okay? So we can go back to editing at this point. So if I wanted to add some more, to my presentation, I can. I was just doing this to show you the capabilities of the recording studio. Another cool thing that I found is pretty amazing. So let's say that I want to upload something. So what was cool is you can upload PDFs. So let's just go to a flyer, or let's see. Hold on just 1 second. Let's go to upload. Let me move this down over here. Hold on just 1 second. Let me find it. Oh, here it is right here. So let's say I want to go to upload. This is something that's pretty fabulous as well. I know that we probably have, all educators have gone on to like those teachers pay teacher sites and things like that. So if I go to upload, so what's going to happen is start from a file. So I'm going to browse. I thought this was super cool and super useful for a teacher. So if I want to browse, so I'm going to go ahead and browse. All right, so I'm going to go to recent and let's see. So April, what I was going to show you, this is super cool, and you might already know this, but so I'm going to go ahead and hit this December R9 directors update. So I'm going to go ahead and open that, and what it's going to do, hopefully, did it upload it? Yes, so let's come here. Hold on just a second. Let me go to let me create something. Hold on. just do a flyer real quick, just so I can show you. We'll do a Christmas. So we'll go here. Oh, hold on just 1 second. Customize this template. So again, it takes me, this is, you know, you're in the design studio when you have all this information over here, okay? Actually, that's not where I wanted to go. Sorry, guys. Hold on just 1 second. So I want to create a blank. So I'm going to upload this PDF. Hold on. Just 1 second. Upload. I'm not sure why I didn't do that before. Hold on. Thank you for your patience. Let's see. Since where is it? Oh, there it is. So we're going to open it. Okay, so we're going to come here and it's going to take me. So right now it's uploading that PDF. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click it. And it actually takes, this is the beautiful work of April. She creates all of our updates and stuff. So the cool thing about this, what I thought was pretty fabulous, is it takes a PDF file and notice, look at how it, so like I can change this. Like if I want to change, you know, if I want to delete it and put something else. So any PDF file you can upload. And the reason why I thought this was super important for teachers was because you could take some of those documents that you receive, and if you want to personalize them, if you want to put kids' names on them, if you want to put, you know, Mrs. Johnson, I could put here. So the cool thing about this is I like the color. Let's say I like the color. I could just put Mrs. Johnson's, oops, sorry, news. Okay. So it's going to change all of this. Okay. So let's say that I don't necessarily want the region 9 symbol. So I can change this. I can delete it. So it's I can delete the image. Do you see this picture box here? Anytime you have that, that is definitely something you can go and put an upload in. I mean, so like, let's say I want to put this in here. The cool thing about this is you have to be real careful. So it's gonna, oops, put it in the wrong one. Sorry, guys. There. So I'm gonna drag that. So what it's gonna do is it then puts it in, it should, I don't know why it's acting so silly. You just kind of have to play around with it. There it goes.
There it goes.
There. I know, April, you've done a lot of this too. So, but I just thought that was a cool feature. So you could, if you already have something that you already have in a PDF and you want to change it, or like, let's say another teacher sent you a document that has, you know, information about their class and you really like it and they've given you permission to share it, then you can upload it and change, you know, the features. Or let's say you have a 4th grade newsletter and, you know, each teacher's name needs to be on it for their classroom. You could, you know, change it however you want. Another cool thing is I didn't have access to it, but the educators the free Canva that you all will receive when you sign up, it's like a Google Classroom. So that video, that's why I wanted to show you that video, because what you can do is you can create a Google Classroom, and that's where you can upload projects. If you want kids to create a PowerPoint presentation and you want to assign 5 kids, you want to group them together, they can all work on that. I will say there is a caveat to that. You have to make sure if your kids are 13 or they're under the age of 13, they ask that you get parent permission to be able to manipulate and design on Canva. 13 and older, you're good. They don't have to have permission, but that is just something that's in the registration as far as Canva is concerned. So that is definitely something you want to make sure. While I'm in here, does anyone have any questions or want to see anything? Or like I said, there is no possible way that, you know, anyone could understand and be able to present on everything unless you actually worked for Canva and helped create them. But it's pretty user-friendly. Wouldn't you say, April, you use it a lot? I think it's pretty user-friendly.
I do. This was very easy for me to pick up and learn quickly when I had to. And so I love Canva.
I can't tell you how amazing. I mean, I just can't tell you how amazing it is. Let's say you want lesson plans. Let me just give you some. So it's going to throw up templates for lesson plans. Look at that. And then you can go in and you can manipulate it. So like, let's say you want to put, whoops. Mrs. John, I mean, you can manipulate everything. Let's say you don't like the colors. So I don't really like that color. I can change it. Let's say I want to put this color, you know, whatever you want to do. It's pretty simple. And to me, it empowers me. I always tease my husband and tell him all the time that I'm like a graphic designer. He just kind of laughs. So math worksheets. I am a math coach. So, I mean, you can just Google math worksheets. Look at this. I cannot stress enough how cool this is. It's really a game changer. So you could go in and, you know, what is larger if you want to. So let's say you really like this and you just want to add a little bit more information. So I'm going to just hit this text box over here. And the other cool thing is, so like if you want a more of a larger heading, you know, the subheading or a little bit. So I could put here and notice, don't panic. The first few times I used it, I think I panicked a little bit because I was like, oh my gosh, that's not where I want it. You can manipulate and move it wherever you want it. The other thing too, if you're a perfectionist, this is the perfect platform for you, because look how it helps you line everything up. I cannot stress about how fabulous it is. I can start changing this. Let's say I want it to be turquoise. I want it bigger. I want it smaller. Let's say I don't really like the basic. The basic. So let's say I want to use, you know, whatever text you want. The other cool thing, I did Math's Not Scary night. And so I wanted to do like, let's see, you could type in scary. So it's going to give me like, you know, scary text. Let's say if you want school, you can Google and it will give you more school, like school bell, things like that. So like I said, I cannot stress enough as to how, and pretty much as with anything, the more you use it, the better you get. But I'm excited to be able to use that presentation with the record. I know Tessa, that might be something you might want to use to where you can have your presentations on some technology stuff and then have your face right there. And again, the cool thing about that is people can pause it, go back, like maybe they missed a step or something. So like if someone's trying to use their Promethean boards. So I really can't stress how cool this is. Another thing that's cool is you can do custom sizes. So like let's say I want to do, you know, and you can convert them to pics. So let's say I want to do, this is just a custom size. This is not a traditional 8.5 by 11. Okay, so you can punch in custom sizes. I actually have to do that because I do photo strips. And so I have to be able to do custom sizes there. So I just put in the height and width that I need. You can put it in inches, you can put it in centimeters. So let's say we want just a 2 by 2. So it's going to take me to my design studio and it's going to give me that. Now, granted, it looks larger. This is another thing that's really cool down here. And this feature is so important because if you are doing at 100%, look how small this is. Now, granted, that's the size you want, but that is really hard to like, if you want to start adding some elements and things. So like I want to add snowflakes and then I want to start adding some words, whatever it is. It's really hard. It can get hard to see. So that's when you would to enlarge it, which is a huge feature, okay, for me in my poor eyesight. So I'm trying to think some other things that might be useful for educators. And again, yours is going to look slightly different because you actually have a few features that I don't. One being that classroom where you can set up that classroom and have you assign it just like a Google Classroom. Your kids log in just like they would for a Google Classroom. There are so many videos out there. There's a teacher in New York that he exclusively just uses Canva, his classroom, and it's pretty phenomenal to watch what he does. So before I get out of the screen, does anyone have any questions or anything they want to ask?
I think I'm good, Jennifer. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so let me just go back. Well, actually, that's kind of all I had to present today. I
That
guess-
is okay.
All righty.
Do you want me to stop recording?
Sure, that sounds good.
Okay.